Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you subbed and stayed. This is another one that was on the watch later list to do with Lisa. YouTubers' houses, how can they afford them? Does he even have a job? Why so elaborate? Why so big and elaborate? Should we jump in? This actually will show, I think I remember basically what this was about, and it will just show how she flip-flops and changes her mind and says what suits the situation at the time, like they all do.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Saturday, and I had this video so much on my mind. I was thinking about it this morning when I was watching House of Valentina, and I wrote that down. I think that's her name. Yeah, House of Valentina on YouTube. She did a video on how to make your home look like these just beautiful masterpiece homes, you know, like the molding, the light, having a plant in your room. And so I'm going to add her link below because I think that she's a professional interior decorator, and I follow her on Instagram too. Her aesthetic is not like everyone else's, and she really just teaches you different things. I found her when I was looking up white paint, the differences in different white paints. Okay, remember
The differences in white paint. I can't think of anything more fucking boring to be looking up. How many white paints are there? Do you remember back in the day when there was a big thing? Was it? Is it apple white? Is it pearl white? Is it orange white? It's like, ugh, who cares? Nobody knows.
in my video, I mentioned how I wanted to just talk to you guys about my feelings on the Instagram home, the YouTube home, and all these beautiful homes, and just how modern they are and everything, and how that can make us feel. And I just want to talk to you about that. Okay, this is the first thing. I had a lot of people, I think, kind of misunderstand me, so I want to go ahead and get this straight right out of the way. They work hard. These YouTubers that have these big houses and these huge channels, and they do videos like 3 times a week. Some of them do vlogs every day a week. People like, I'm trying to think, like Desi. She's worked hard and she has a great following. So therefore, she makes good money. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think in today's society, something has happened where if you make good money, people resent it. Or, I don't know.
Who resents people making good money? The only people I can see being peed off at YouTubers swanning around. So I got chewing gum. Let me get this out of my mouth first. Yeah, the only people I can see being naffed off watching YouTubers swanning around in Teslas and having 75-bedroom houses and whatever are those that have gone through college and all the rest of it, have student debt up the wahoo. They did it all to become a doctor and they can't afford to have a takeout at Starbucks. They're the people that have been naffed off, and I don't blame them. But nobody ever looks at anyone that's worked their way up, that's earned their money, and they're spending their money. No one cares. It's like people think I'm jealous of Lisa. I'm not jealous of Lisa. She's spending what she's earning. Great, woohoo. It's the way she treats her animals and her family that pisses me off, not the money side of things. So I don't think anyone's jealous. If anyone's jealous, it's you. Because you're the one bringing it up.
I don't know the thinking because I'm just not that way. I'm not a competitive person. I'm not a jealous person. When I see someone who has a lot, I never for 1 minute think they don't deserve it. I don't think about bashing them or tearing them down. I think, wow, what can I do? Or what did they do to get it? Not even the money aspect of it, but aspects of high achievers. So I admire that so much. And so I am in no way taking that away from anyone. I admire it. I love it. So they work hard. One of my favorite channels to watch, and I just discovered them probably when I was looking at houses, is Julia and Hunter. And a lot of times when I thought of these, I had them in mind because they're young, they work hard, they have a great big beautiful house that I love, and they are the quintessential YouTube couple that vlogs and kind of a lifestyle channel. Now, when I think of Instagram, I did not even know there was a Like to Know It home Instagram until probably.
How long have you been with Like to Know It and you didn't know they had an Instagram? How do you get through the day alive?
Maybe a month ago or maybe 6 weeks ago. And so I go on that a lot. Now on that one, I think it's a little different. That one, I don't know if they're trying to keep their page, like their Instagram page, looking the same, but it just seems like if you don't have all white, which I like, but I'm just saying, if you don't have all white with the, what's so popular right now, the boho or farmhouse vibe, then you're not going to be on that page. And that is because that is a shopping site. That is for inspiration. And all those pictures, if you go on Like to Know It home, you can purchase things that you see. So it makes sense. It makes sense for them to only do things that you can.
Oh, I see what she's saying. They had a home and not just a style page. But if you're part of the Like to Know It family and you've been to the fucking cult meetings, then you should know what else they do.
Purchase and things that are popular right now, because I'm like that too. If I see something, I think that ooh la la picture that I saw on Like to Know It home and I liked it. Okay, that brings me to another subject, is the husbands or the boyfriends. A lot of times you'll see that the husbands or the boyfriends don't work. They do work. Doing YouTube takes a lot of work. It takes so much time. Not only does it take time to get ready for a video, you can't imagine. And I don't even do what most people do. It takes so much time to get ready for a video. It took time to think and plan out the video. It took time to shop for the video. It takes time to do the video. It takes time to load it. It takes time to edit it. There's John out there with the blower. He's working on stuff on the porch. That's going to go into something else I'm going to talk about in a minute. They have to take pictures. They have to edit it. Then, if you'll notice, most of the big YouTubers right now, I have to laugh. Most of the big YouTubers.
Yeah, because it's not bothering anybody else but you. And you knew he was going out there to blow leaves or whatever it is he's doing, but you had to do your video now. You do a Friday video, now you're doing a Saturday video. How's he supposed to know when he can breathe and when he can't breathe? Why couldn't you wait until he'd finished? Why don't you leave it till tomorrow? Oh no, just another excuse for you to have a go at John, or put him in a poor light, or laugh at him.
YouTubers right now, they have a lot of like really intricate editing. They have cool music, they have cool words popping up, they have the perfect lighting, they have the perfect intro. That takes so much time, you guys. It takes time, it takes talent, it takes dedication, and their husbands or boyfriends are helping them. So between the two of them, putting their time and putting their efforts and their talents together, they are creating content. It's no different than like, you know, if you're watching a TV show or something like that. They're entertaining you, they're teaching you, they're helping you find inspiration, they're helping you find good products, just like Tenny with that. So
Lisa, stop bending your hands back. I know you can. I know they do that. I know it doesn't make you feel all kooked out, but it kooks me out when you can pull your fingers back to touch your wrist. Can you stop? She gets kooked out at nothing, and then she does that and it doesn't bother her. It's like when she does this and her finger goes all the way down to the bottom. It's like, stop. One day it'll ping off across the room and you'll never find it again.
Sofa, I'd never heard of living spaces. So that is what they're doing. So a lot of times I think it's easy to look at a video and think, oh, you know, they don't deserve to make that much money. I don't really know how much all these people make. I'm just assuming they must make good money. And that kind of goes into something else. So that is that. The husbands are usually doing what an assistant, a cameraman. I wish I had someone to help me because I could get so much more done, but I'm a Virgo and I want to do it all myself. I'm just funny like that. You know, that one time I tried to get someone to edit my videos and it was pretty much a catastrophe. I would love to get someone, to, you know, do my thumbnails, but a lot of times I'm just so funny about wanting to do things in the moment. I don't have time to get someone else to do a thumbnail. Is their house is part of their job. It's part of their work. So when I bought my house, I had no idea anybody but friends and family would ever see the inside of my home. And I think that was, you know, obvious. So when they are buying these homes, believe me, they are thinking of the light. They're thinking of having a place to do videos.
Which is exactly what you did, isn't it? That's exactly what you look for when you looked for your new house and said, oh, the upstairs will be perfect. And how often do you film upstairs? Fucking never.
Here I am at my dining room table, but we don't use this table because this is where I film. If I now looking for a house, believe me, I will find a place that I can film, and I'm lucky that I have the room over the garage to, you know, do my videos in, but that's still not ideal. A lot of these people, when they purchase their homes, they know it is going to be an Instagram home, a YouTube home. So it's very, very important for them to buy big homes. They work from home. You know, it's no different than if you pay for an office or you pay for, you know, I know Erin Busby pays for a location to do her videos. So you got to think about that too. They're adding in that cost, especially if both of them are doing it. So it's their home and it's their work office. They're self-employed and they know it's going to show. Okay, this is something that I had no idea. And this comes from the fact that I've lived here my whole life. So this wasn't a big concept. Of course, I know cost of living is different in different places. I see what people pay for an apartment in Brooklyn. I see what people pay for an apartment in Los Angeles. And I know that that's a lot of the reason that people move from California to Texas and stuff like that. And we were looking at homes, and I just was like, we'd go in. I just thought every house in there was going to be just bad to the bone. I just thought every house in that neighborhood was going to be decorated like the houses that I see on YouTube. I thought that every house in there was going to be modern, was going to be up to date, was going to be just fabulous. I mean, I just thought I was going to be knocked off my feet. It never happened. It never happened. Then we went into another part of that neighborhood, and there were these cookie cutter homes that were smaller than my house, but about a couple $100,000 higher, that were definitely so beautiful inside. They were the modern farmhouse, they were the bar open to the living room and everything, but they were just like flat on a slab, a little small slab. They were an itty bitty yard, which was fine. Just no character, just kind of like thrown there. And that just
That's funny, isn't that kind of sounding like what you actually bought in the end with a itty bitty yard?
isn't what I wanted. So we quit looking. Okay, this time we're looking at some different neighborhoods, and and she's showing me all these different houses. We keep going up. We keep going up. We go up, and it just doesn't get any better. And I finally looked at the real estate agent, who was a friend, and I said, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for me to walk in a house and my heart stop and be awed at this house? And she said, here, probably $1 million. And I was like, why? And she said, just because cost of living, houses are high here. And so I don't think I had ever really watched much HGTV at that time, but then John and I started putting that on when we were cooking. You guys, I cannot believe
We put that on when we were cooking. What were you cooking?
the amount of house that you can get in Texas, Utah, Arizona, all of these places for $400,000, $500,000, $600,000. It is crazy. For here, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 is 2,300 square feet or something. There, it's like 4,500 square feet. So that is something that I had to realize, that a lot of these YouTubers are living in places that the housing market is just different, and they can get a lot more house for the money. This is so true, and this is what I was talking about with John with the blower out there. I said their partner is involved and cares. Okay, John is the best husband a woman could have. I mean, he really is. But do you guys think that he cares what you think about his recliner? Not one bit.
Neither should he. That is the only thing he has in that home. And you've tried to get rid of it how many times? If you were that fucking bothered about his recliner chair, you should be filming up fucking stairs where you wanted to be. You threw Brooke out of her bedroom, had it all decorated for you, got air condition in it, but you didn't have that for Brooke. She had a shitty hose out the window. And now you're back down here moaning about John's chair. Knock, 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 knock.
He does not care. I mean, I can't say that he doesn't care. Like if I were to go out there and tell him, hey, I'm doing a video about the blower, he would care and he would stop. But it wasn't on his mind. He is not like those husbands and boyfriends that you see on Instagram and YouTube.
You didn't marry him to be a fucking Instagram or YouTube husband. You fucking married him to pay your debts off and be your security. It's not his fault that you now want to be a big YouTube star. He never asked for that, did he?
That are in it and they care. It's part of their job. It's part of their life. So that is going to be one reason when you see their homes, it's going to be immaculate. It's going to be fashionable. Their closets are going to look so good because their partner cares. It's part of their.
So are you saying your home isn't like that because John doesn't care? If you want an immaculate home, make it immaculate. Or understand that it's a home and people are living in it. And just make your little area immaculate. Your frog room. Fuck off upstairs and be immaculate up there.
thinking. And so that is something to think about too. And that's another reason that these husbands and boyfriends are, it's not like they're not working. They really are, because it's a big job. And if I had someone that cared about you guys and cared about my videos as much as I do, there's no telling what I could do. I would be rich too.
So you're blaming John for not being rich? These people married young. YouTube was the thing that they were going to do, so the two of them did it together. You could be as big as anybody else if you put the fucking effort in. Like I've said before, set up your fucking filming area, have your lights all ready to go, have your camera where you need it. You've got enough fucking cameras, you could open a section of curries yourself. Have a camera in different areas. Have one on your office table. Have one in the room that the fucking balcony's off of. Have it set up in the shining closet. Have everything there. Have the lights ready to go. Then if it's like, right, I'm doing B-roll of clothes, put those lights on, switch that camera on, put the clothes on, walk up and down. Job done. You don't have to take them down and put them up and take them down and put them up. That's why you got the whole fucking upstairs. If I had someone to help. If I had your upstairs, just your upstairs of your house, there's no telling what I'd be able to do. I am confined to a bed. You couldn't swing a worm in this room, never mind a cat. And you've got room everywhere and you're still fucking complaining. I can't with this woman, I just can't.
Okay, a house is a wise investment. Okay, think of a lot of these YouTubers and Instagrammers that are young. Think of James Charles and his great big old house. What did he buy when he was 19? He got a Maybelline deal and, you know, he blew up and he had all this money coming in. Well, him buying a house was probably a wise investment. His parents probably thought, you know, that was a wise investment. So he goes and buys a great big house and has it professionally decorated and all this kind of stuff. So think about it that way too. A lot of times they're making a lot of money real fast, and that is a good investment for them.
And you're not jealous at all, are you?
Real estate investors and flipping houses. I did notice that a lot of house tours and a lot of house videos I saw would be young people that didn't really have a channel on lifestyle or makeup or fashion or anything. You could tell was they were in real estate. Either their husband was in real estate or they were together. And then a couple of videos I watched, they actually were doing flipping houses. And it doesn't mean like buying a house, fixing it up and selling it like on TLC or whatever that was. This couple I watched actually lives in a house for about 2 years and then they sell it. They live in a house and then they sell it. I think Nikki Sky, she has a big, beautiful house, and she was saying that they bought that, they're fixing it up, and they're selling it. And I wrote that when I was talking about resenting people, that, you know, you have to think God gives all of us a different talent. And you know, some people can play sports. I'm trying to think, you know, they can sing. Some people can act. Well, having a YouTube channel and having millions of subscribers, that's a talent. It really is. Not everybody can do it. And you have to appreciate it. You know what I mean? We all have different talents. And I will tell you that.
What's yours, Lisa? Shopping. That's your talent, isn't it? Spending money. Had you not spent all the money you spent, you probably could have got yourself a much bigger house and you wouldn't have had an itty bitty yard.
That showing your home on YouTube is so personal and people are so mean. I've had some of the most cruel, just insulting, just smart ass insults when it comes to doing my hair in the bathroom. My kitchen, everything in the back gets just criticized to death. It doesn't matter where I hang my picture. It's the wrong picture. It's the wrong height. It's ugly. How can you live there? How can you have that sofa? Your children can't sit on that sofa. It's just, you are ridiculed to death.
And that bothers you, does it? I wouldn't give two shiny shits what people said about my home. It's mine. Bought and paid for. Other people don't like it. Good, they're not living here. That's the thing, see, because she's been in this teeny weeny little bubble where she's been mummy and daddy's little princess and don't think of anything. No, put them horrible thoughts out of your head, Melissa. Don't you think about that. You're the prettiest girl, you're this, you're that. That when somebody says, that chair's horrible, she falls apart.
I'm not kidding. It is, you should have a rug there. You shouldn't have a rug there. You should have a bigger rug there. That rug's ugly.
So, why does that bother you so much? Really? That upsets you? People saying that your picture's too high or they don't like your rug? Well, I'm sorry. If somebody said your kids are fugly, your husband looks like the back end of a bus, I wouldn't do you in the dark with somebody else's, then maybe, oh, you shouldn't have a rug there, you should have a rug there. Oh my God. How do you cope? Really, how? How do you get through the day with these meanies on the internet? And she's sitting there saying it in all honesty, like we're supposed to go, oh yeah, there, Lisa. There's some horrible meanies out there. I had a quick look at the comments before I pressed play, and I was wondering what they were all going on about. I remember when I was young, about 20, and told an elderly neighbour that I hated that everyone was gossiping and criticising me behind my back. She looked me straight in the eye. Oh my God, that's marvellous, my dear. It's when they stop talking behind your back that you have to worry, because when they stop, it either means one or two things. You're either dead or you're too boring to bother talking about. So go out there and give them something to gossip about. From that day on, I never look back. I revel in the fact that I'm brightening up someone's dull little life. 1, how do you know people are talking about you behind your back? And 2, what people are saying about you and what people think about you is none of your business. Someone came up to me and said, I don't like your settee. Okay. You should have a rug there. Yeah, I know. Can't find one that we like at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what? Why would you go crying because someone...
It takes so much out of you. Not to even mention these couples that do vlogging and they show what they're eating. They show where they're going. Trust me, you earn your money. You earn it. So I hope you guys found this somewhat enlightening.
You think you're earning your money because you have to fend off people saying they don't like your rug? Wow.
Or just thought about it. Just curious if you think about it like I do. So let me know down below what you think and if that's kind of what you thought too. And I don't really have an...
What if somebody comments down below and they don't agree with you? Then what happens?
Exciting outfit on today. I just kind of went with all nude, but I'll do a quick outfit. Okay, so I just have on this little Zara dress in nude. I've never been able to wear it, and I still probably wouldn't wear it. I'd wear the black one by itself, but not the nude one, because it still shows like some rumples and stuff. And I just threw this little lightweight tan linen-y type blazer over it, and I have on, let's see if you can see, yeah, you can over here, the little Schutz sandals. Accessories, I have on just some small Dean hoops, Miranda Fry. I love this pendant. I love that design. It just says love, I believe. And a Miranda Fry ring, strawberry margarita, and that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other subjects that you'd like to talk about, put them down below. I think this was fun, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, Bridgie. I wouldn't give you anything to talk about because you... Lisa, here's a question. How do you cope when people say they don't like your rug? Do you need to go into therapy for that? Lord above. Right, now I'm really going to go and do something fun because I said I was after the last video I made. I am now. I'm done. Up to here with it, I am. Thank you if you stuck with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.